Welcome to myprojectbuzzer.com.
It is our project title. Our project title name is A Systematic Review on Education Data Mining.
It is our project abstract. Presently, educational institutions compile and store huge volumes of data such as student enrollment and attendance records, as well as their examination result. Mining such yield stimulating information that serve its Hanner wells. Rapid growth in education data points to the fact that distilling massive amount of data requires a more sophisticated set of algorithms. This issue leads to the emergency of the field of education data mining, EDM, education data mining. Traditional data mining algorithm cannot be directly applied to the educational problems as they may have a specific objective and functions. This implies that a pre-processing algorithm has been enforced first and only then some specific data mining methods can be applied to the in our problems. One such pre-processing algorithm in EDMS in clustering. Many studies of EDM have enforced on application of various data mining algorithms to educational attributes. Therefore, this paper provides over 3 decades long systematic literature reviews on clustering algorithms and its applicable and usable in the context of EDM. Future inciting and outlined based on the literature reviewed and avenues of the future research and identified. Information retrieval, cognitive, physical and recommender systems methods that techniques to the various educational data sets so as the resolve the educational issues. The International Education Data Mining Society defines the EDM as the emergency disciplines, concurrent with the developing the method for exploring the unique types of data that comes from educational settings and use these methods to better understand students and the setting which they learn EDM in concurrent with the analysis data generations in education setup using the disparate systems. It's aimed to develop the models to improve the data mining experience and the institutional effectiveness. With the DM also referred to the knowledge discovered in databases KDDs is a cloud field of study in life science and commerce. Yet the applications of the DM to educational contents is limited. One of the pre-processing algorithms of EDM is known as the clustering. It is an unsupervised approach for analyzing the data in statistics, machine learning, pattern recognition, and DM and bioinformatics. It refers the collecting the similar object together from the group or clusters. Each cluster contains objects that are similar to each other but dissimilar to the object of the other groups. This approach, when applied to the analyzing the dataset derived from the education system in terms of educational data clustering (EDC), an educational institution environment broadly involved 3 types of actors, namely teachers, students, and the environment. Interaction between these 3 actors generates the voluminous data that and simultaneously be clustering to the mine invaluable informations. Data clustering enable the academician to the predict the students' performance and association learning styles of different learning types and their behaviors and collectively improves upon the institutional performance. Research in the past have conducted the studies on educational dataset and have been able to cluster the studies based on educational academic performance and examinations. Various methods have the proposed application to the tested the field of EGM. It is argued that there are generic method or algorithms are not suitable to be applied to the emergency disciplines. It is proposed that EDM method must be different from the standard DM methods due to the hierarchical and non-independent nature educational data and educational institute of increasingly being held accountable from the academic success of the students. Notably, the research in the studies attention and attraction rates has been conducted with the Lucan. For instance, of applied the predicate modeling techniques to enhance the students' redundancy effort. The existing various softwares like Vega, Rapid Miner, etc. Apply the combination of DM algorithm to help the researchers of the stakeholders and the stakeholders find the answer of specific problems. The e-commerce website uses the recommendation system to collect the user browsing data to the recommend similar products. There have been efforts applied the same strategies in the education information systems. One has the successful system is Degree Compass, a course recommendation system developed by the Austin University. It used the precision the analyzing algorithm based on the grade enrollment data and rank courses such as the course taken by the student help with excellent performance and excellent throughout the program to studies. We have conducted the comprehensive systematic literature reviews containing the research. The application of the clustering algorithm is educational domain that contribute the future insight of the outline based on the literature review and the future researches identified. It is our project flow diagram. In our project, first module is user login, and second load data, and third pre-processing, and fourth mining process, and fifth searching process, and sixth Vega process. First, in our model, the user login. The user login is an important model for in our project. It is used for the security purpose. Only the registration peoples, for example, the student staffs, all of the persons are in our process, or all of the persons can be involved in our process. So the users or staffs are admin in our process. So all of the process, all of the registration process, all of the peoples are registered, and the next process the user login process. If the user login may allow only the register process, only the authentication process only the allowed in this in our project. The authentication peoples may only handling in our next modules. So the user login is used to find out the authentication peoples and unauthentication peoples. In the authentication peoples only may involve in our process. So next step, load data. In our project we can be using the education related data sets. In our project we can be using the three different types of education related data set. In our load data sets, they are the many of the attributes are involving in our data. For example, student's name, student performance level, student's range, roll number, college ID, and exam and performance, semester 1, semester 2. All of the information can be involving in this in our project, in our education related data set. So next process, pre-processing. The pre-processing is very important process. This process can be remove all of the unwanted values and unwanted words, and all of the unwanted information can be removed in this process. For example, if in our student attributes, some of the attributes can be look like the null value, or some of the character value can be acquired in this process. This pre-processing process can be derived from the entire data in students, because if a null value can be acquired, all of the data can be waste. So the pre-processing can be derived all of the entire rows. The pre-processing process can be complete. Another process is mining process. The mining processes in our mining process can be important in our project. In a mining process, we can be using the words algorithm in our process. The words algorithm can be used in this mining process. We are using to the mining process to take the education related all of the information can be mining in this process. And the next clustering this process. The clustering means grouping. The grouping means in different types of dataset can be compiled into the same dataset at the same period of time. So it can be combined to create a single amount of single dataset. So it can be used in the mining process. We can be using the clustering, and another after it can be used for the dataset can be used for the merging process can be completed. So the clustering process can be completed. The education data minus all of the different types of education data minus can be merged into the single process. So in our process, after the clustering process can be completed, it can be goes into the searching process. Searching process means the users or staff admins all of the person can be using this searching process. If the user can be using the to search the any of the particular students and the details, if all of the information, student information, details and names, register number, roll number and the semester marks and all of the information can be displayed in the searching process. So the searching process can be improve its performance in in our project. So next, Vega process. The Vega process it is in the final process. It can be used for the checking process. In our process can be final output can be displayed into the sum of the data set. It means the mining the data set. So the data set can be so the data set can be the Vega process can be used to compiling process. It can be used to compile our number in our data final result output of the data set. So if the compiling process can be successful, the Vega can be gives them records and all of the details can be displayed in our dataset. Dataset details can be displayed in our Vega process. So it is our flow diagram. So it is our project homepage. Our project title name is Information Retrieval for Education in Data Mining. So we can be start in our process. To click this start button, the project can be start. Okay, it was our user login process. In our process, enter the email ID and the password. In new user can be enter this process. It can be used to register button. So click this register button. The new registration process can be open. In our username is demo. Full name is demo. It is on female or male options. So select male options and mail ID is demo at gmail.com. Okay, it is our password. Password name is demo. Okay, you can click the submit button. Our registration data are successfully inserted. So click this date and time can be displayed in this process. So it can be goes on our main menu. Okay, login. In our email ID is demo at gmail.com. Okay, password is demo. Okay, click this button. Successfully login. Okay, it is our main menu. In our first process, load data. Click this in button. We can be load the three types of data set. It is an educational data set. So first we can be load in first our education data set. So click this button. It is in our data set can be displayed in this process 2 3 4. First we can be display the run our process 2 data set. Okay, click this 2 CSV format data set. Click this open. Our education first data set can be open, and click this in but data education third can be clicked in this process. Our third data set can be open in this process. So finally we click this 4. Okay, open. Okay, now all of the data set can be open in this process. So in the three different types of data set can be loaded in our database. So click this back button. So it is in our main menu. So click this in our pre-processing button. Click this pre-processing. Okay, we click this in pre-processing. All of the null value and unwanted data sets, unwanted redundancy data, and all of the information data, all of the unwanted information wasteless data are removed in this process. So click this pre-processing button. Okay, all of the preprocessed value can be displayed in this process. It is our education 1 dataset preprocessed value. It is our education 2 and it is our education 3 dataset preprocessed value. Can be all of the information can be displayed in this process. So click this button. Main menu can be comes. So third process is the mining process. Click this mining button. So click this process. All of the mined value, all of the educational mining process can be education data set can be displayed in this process. So the mining process, the complete all of the education information can be displayed in our process. So next, clustering. The clustering is an important process in our project. We can be using the clustering and weights clustering can be used in this our process. It is an weights clustering architecture diagram. So click this button. Okay, it is on clustering process, weights clustering. So click this button. All of the different types of information data are merging into a single framework. It is in the student names and the college ID and register number. All of the information can be displayed in our process. So the weights cluster can be merging all of the information into the single framework. So our weights cluster can be completed. So click this back button. Searching process can be started in this process. Okay, click this searching process button. Right click this process. It is a searching process can be opened in this field. So enter the student name. All of the information can be displayed in this process. So it is in student views. All of the student information can be displayed. It can be only display the student names and the college ID. We can be type the Annapurni. Okay, paste this. Enter the fields college ID. If you enter only the name, we can be display the error message. So we can be fill this ID. So student name and the student ID can be filled in this process. So click the searching button. All of the information can be displayed in this process. Student name, college ID, register number, parents name, caste, date of birth, blood group, semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, semester 4. All of the information can be displayed in this process. So click this back button. Our Vega process can be started in this process. So click this Vega button. Click this Vega process. If you click this Vega button, the Vega framework can be started in this process. It is our Vega framework. Okay, click this Explore button. Okay, click this Open File. Click this CSV dataset file format. C folder, dataset, weights. It is our weights process can be displayed in this process. So click this weights, click this open. The all information can be displayed in this Annapurni and the all information can be displayed in this process. So our weights algorithm can be displayed. All of the information it is correct. So in our process can be correct. We can display the graph format. So this process can be correct. So we can be go to our main process. Okay, finally we can display the graph. It is our process final graph values. It is on time efficiency, it in time to efficiency. It is our existing system and it is in our preferred system.